everyone, this week we'll be making some spicy calamari marinara pasta. I apologize for the poor photo as it was dinner time and I just wanted to eat, I'm not gonna lie. But let me tell you, this turned out very well considering it was my first time making it, so let's get started. Alright, you know the drill by now. For most tomato or marinara sauces, we're gonna mince up some garlic first, and I have around 8 cloves here. Side note, I feel like most of my recipes recently have been either Italian or Japanese. I feel like that's because those are the cuisines my family enjoy the most, although I'll try to vary it down the line. Nothing wrong with Japanese and Italian though, in my opinion. Once again, we're going to use some shallots as well. That's because I always have shallots that are going bad or starting to go bad, so then I try to use them up in my recipes. You can definitely omit it or just use an onion. That's no problem as well. I had a bit of parsley from my parsley plant as well, so I decided to mince some up as well to give the sauce more color. Alright, once we're done chopping, time to add the shallots and garlic to a nice hot pan with some olive oil. Give it all a good stir, and as usual, we're going to try to infuse the flavor of the aromatics into our olive oil. Oh, I found I had some anchovies in the fridge, so I decided to bump up the flavor by adding them into the sauce. The weird jello-like consistency is the olive oil that solidifies when it gets cold, so no worries on that part. Once it warms up, it will turn back into oil with no issues. Now I know what you're thinking, anchovies? Trust me when I say this, but the sauce won't have a super fishy taste. I pretty much think of anchovies as Italian MSG, as it bumps up the umami in the sauce a lot. Stir the anchovies with the shallots and garlic for a bit so it doesn't burn, and then we're going to deglaze with some white wine. I don't know how traditional this is, but I know white wine goes very well with seafood, and this definitely adds a unique flavor to the sauce as well. As always with alcohol, simmer it for a bit to cook out all the alcohol taste before adding in your other ingredients. What makes this spicy is the addition of red chili flakes and some Calamari chili paste as well. You can always just adjust according to your spice tolerance, so don't just follow me. We're going to give everything a good mix before adding in our canned tomatoes. For this recipe, I used 2 cans as I felt like usually for one there's never enough sauce for everything, but I think it may have been a little too much since I used bow tie pasta. Normally when I use a noodle type pasta like spaghetti or linguine, it feels like it's never enough sauce, but with bow ties, now it's too much sauce, but that's my mistake. Use whatever pasta you want though, and however much canned tomatoes you like as well. Once the sauce starts simmering a bit, I'm going to add some dry oregano, some salt, crack some fresh black pepper, and add in some sugar to balance out the acidity. I just realized I forgot to record the footage of me cutting up the calamari, but basically, you only need to cut the tubes into 1-inch rings and the tentacles I left alone. So I learned from Chef John from Food Wishes that calamari can either be cooked for a short amount of time, give or take 1 minute, or a long time, which is at least 30 minutes. If you do anything in between, the calamari becomes very chewy, and we don't want to chew gum now, do we? I opted to simmer the sauce for around 45 minutes, and it turned out very good. First, the sauce will reduce and become a little more sweet, and the calamari will soften up as well. During the last 15 minutes, I like to get a pot of water boiling and then add a good amount of salt. Always remember to salt your pasta water before putting it in so we can season it. Cook your pasta 1 minute less than the al dente time before draining it. Once strained, add it to your simmered down sauce and keep stirring. We want to keep stirring so this will help the sauce stick to the pasta. After stirring around for 30 seconds, add in your grated Parmigiano Reggiano and then keep stirring once again to finish the sauce up. Once the sauce is finished, turn off the heat and add in your parsley. For mine, I had a puny amount, but better than nothing to be honest. There you go, that's how you make some spicy calamari marinara pasta. I definitely could have adjusted my tomato ratios a bit, but it still turned out delicious. This sauce is perfect for dipping some bread in as well, and if you want to learn how to make some nice focaccia to go along with this, I'll leave a link in the top right corner. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more random cooking videos down the line, and follow me on Instagram at Weekend Cooks. Take it easy.